Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It is very sunny out here this morning. So we just got done milking. The milk truck has already been. We're finishing running the wash right now. Brent finally got his wish, and they are over here today cutting up those trees that he's wanted gone. We took down the fence on our pasture. I think they took down a little bit more. We took down what we thought they needed, and then they ended up needing more, so they took down some of it, but we'll have to put that back up. But they're being really careful, so that's good. So they've got one almost done, and they have two others that they're gonna do. They were also here all yesterday. They cut up three up a little bit farther near our fields, and they did a really good job with those. They've got lights up to stop the traffic. So earlier there was a guy like way up at the top of the tree. I'll insert that video for you guys right now so you can see he was way up there. I could never do that. That would be scary. And also we went up with the Kubota. We got the forks on the Kubota and we cleaned up the rest of that tree. I'll also insert that video for you guys right now. There. Now we just got this one piece left. So now that you guys are all caught up, what we're doing right now is just Brent is going to be scraping the walk with the skid steer, and then he's going to bring in sawdust. We're not going to bed him right now because we want it to dry out a little bit. It's been so wet lately. Today is supposed to be like a chance of passing showers today, but it is supposed to be 75, so it's going to be really toasty today. What's that?
With
that hay that we put out? Yeah, I don't think they like it, but...
I gotta call Elmer and see if he wants to try one. If he likes one, just say, I wouldn't give them all, but I mean, just say...
You're gonna sell some if you...
Yeah, well, just... My cows don't eat it, but if he wants them...
They're not very good. Beef cow would eat it, but...
Yeah, I'll call him.
These cows are not interested. While he's doing that, I'm going to finish up cleaning the floor in the milk room, which is what I was working on. Before the milk truck came, I kind of stopped so that he could pick up. There was something else I wanted to share. Oh, some things that you guys have sent us. One of you sent us some, hold on, a jar of my favorite snack. One of my favorite snacks, I mean, come on, we know I like anything. M&Ms, full jar of peanut M&Ms, which are very pricey now, so that's very thoughtful of you guys. And also some Tootsie Rolls, which I love. I've already opened, by the way. I haven't opened the M&Ms yet. I'm being good for those. And some Tootsie Rolls for one of our cows, Greta. She loves vanilla flavored Tootsie Rolls. Sent some for her, which she is loving. I fed her a couple last night, and she was so happy about that. So there was also another thing in the milk room that I wanted to show you. Just finished picking up milk. I gotta wash the tank. I think this is pretty much done. We'll give that another minute and then we'll shut it down. The other thing that one of you guys sent us a long time ago, it was actually back in the winter, I think, was this very cool portrait. It's called Foster Mothers of the Human Race, and it's just the pictures of all kinds of breeds of cows. We have a brown Swiss, a Holstein, a red and white Holstein, a couple Ashier, milking Shorthorn, and a Jersey. And then it just has these cool things like the dates, like in 1999, the first robots were installed in North America. The Got Milk slogan was launched in '93. Just all these cool things. Freestall barns were constructed in 1961. Milk replacer was introduced in 1951, so we put that up. And I think it just looks really cool there. so that was an awesome thing to receive from you guys as well. You guys are just so great. So, I don't really know, honestly, what we're gonna be getting up to today. We've got most of the haying equipment ready to go. We had to send off Brent's new idea rake because something was wrong. Like, it has a shaft that goes across like to each of the tires and helps drive the other tire. So the shaft that goes to the other tire broke off, and it's just been driving with one for like a couple years. So it hasn't been doing a very good job on wet hay, and since we're going to be doing all baleage for our first crop, we're going to need it to work as good as it can. So he sent that down to the welder, and he's going to be fixing that for us. I think he may possibly already be working on it. I'm not sure. We still do have both calves also, by the way, because this one, the people that we were going to send her to decided they did not want her, so he's called somebody else that has been taking quite a few of our calves to raise, and hopefully they call back today and they want her. Otherwise she's going to have to go to the auction. Looks like they're going to be doing some corn planting today. The planter. So it looks like my camera is actually about to die, so I'll put this on to charge and then figure out what we're going to be doing today. I'm sure we'll be getting up to something. There's always something to do. And I'll get back to you guys when we get started. Alright, so it is the next morning, guys. Brent is out cleaning out the fruit stall right now. We're pushing it down with a skid steer. I need to head around with the Kubota. He just put the bucket on it. We took the forks off, put the bucket back on, so I'm gonna head around. In a couple minutes, I'm just waiting for the wash to be done. I just have to take the pipe out, let that drain onto the ground, and then I will head out and help him. But first, the cows are gonna be staying in today because it's gonna take us a while to clean out, and it's really not that great of a day. It's supposed to rain later today, I think, and then it's supposed to rain all weekend again. It'd be pretty cool. I think it's supposed to be like in the mid-50s for a few days, at least 3 or 4 days. Today is going to be warm though. Today is like 70 something. That's why I'm still wearing a t-shirt. But before we went out there, I did want to show you guys. I told you yesterday how much Greta enjoys these vanilla Tootsie Rolls, and I wanted to show you her reaction when she sees it. They're still finishing up some of the cornmeal, so she shouldn't really be paying much attention to me, but I wanted you to see her reaction when she sees the Tootsie Roll. She's drinking right now. Greta. Greta. Tootsie Roll? Tootsie Roll! Oh, hold on, I gotta unwrap it. Hang on. Hold on. There you go. She can't even wait to get the other one. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Good, aren't they? Alright, so I think that should be about done filling right now. Alright, let's get out there and clean out. Don't have my microphone today either because the last time I used it you guys said you were having audio problems, so I don't know what's going on really. I know one of my cameras, the one you guys are on right now actually, is a little worse as far as the audio goes. The older one is better for some reason, so I try to use this one as little as possible, or at least not use it like in the way when I'm like walking and I turn it around or anything, because for some reason when I turn it around you guys can't hear me at all. So I'm trying to make things better. Also, I wanted to show you guys really quick. Looks like we're gonna have a thunderstorm. It's not what I wanted to show you guys, but look at how dark it is over there. But Brent just did the lawn like 2 days ago and it already needs to be done again. The pasture is coming very slow. The pasture comes slow just because the cows you know, over the years they chomp it down so many times, it gets so low. It just takes a long time for it to grow back. We thought about aerating it. We thought that might help. But we've just never gotten a chance to find an aerator, or, you know, you're always just super busy. But what I wanted to show you guys was how much different it looks with those trees gone. It looks so open, and they did a really good job. But now we gotta put the fence back up. Brent got stuck with his lawnmower, so we gotta pull that out, which I was supposed to bring the chain and I didn't. Man, I knew I was gonna forget something. So what we're gonna be doing is taking the manure from the freestall, and I'm gonna dump it right there just to kind of block up the pit. We were gonna put the door back in, but it'll be pretty soon that we're doing our first cutting, and then we'll be spreading after that. That thing is really annoying. If you've ever wondered what that noise is, it's this door hinge hitting right there. It's really annoying. So we're in no hurry to do this because, like I said, the girls aren't going out today. It's supposed to be pretty nasty. So I need 4-wheel drive, low. I usually put it in 4th with the button on. Sometimes I do 3rd, but it's not muddy here today, so we'll do. Is it's been raining forever. Maine is like, I don't know, a strange state. It's been raining for like weeks straight, and yet we've had 2 good days of sunshine, and now it seems like everything is dry. The dirt roads are dusty. That spot over there is dried right up and is dusty. It's really weird, but the fields are still wet. So. I also have to be really careful with the bucket, which I just forgot. So I kind of shook it a little bit, but it's not bolted on. The quick attach arms on the skid, not the skid steer, what is this? The Kubota, are kind of worn out. So, and the bucket doesn't have a really good attaching system anyway. So when it's not bolted on, you have to be super careful what you do with that bucket or you'll lose it. I lost it in the pit once. I actually showed that to you guys. I lost it quite a few places. One time I lost the grabbers before we had the Kubota fixed. It was really bad before we had it fixed, but before that I had the grabbers on. And I was taking a bale out here, and it was kind of wet and rainy that night. It was a late summer night. And I went to set the bale down. I guess I was carrying it, is what was happening. And I had it kind of hung because it was a smaller bale, and it wouldn't, if you picked it up straight, it would fall down through. So I had it kind of hung and let go and like flipped over the top of the bale. So then I was like, my lines, the hydraulic lines and everything were still attached, and it was flipped over backwards. So it was on the other side of the bale with the bale in between me and the line still attached. And it was raining and I was mad. I had to walk through the mud all the way back to the barn to get Brent to help me so we could move the bale out of the way and then get the lines detached and then flip it over and get it back on. It was a nightmare. bunch of chips from those trees over in the pit, so we're gonna let those dry out and put them in the freestall. We're gonna buy a couple loads of chips, which is pretty expensive. It's like $200 a load to put in the freestall, just to kind of level up the stalls again. And I'm glad we didn't. We actually planned on doing it and they didn't have any at the time, or they were closed or something. And then now we've got some for free that we just have to let dry out a little bit before we put them in. So we got quite a mountain of manure as a door closer right now. I just wanted to show you guys those chips real quick, and also the grass behind the pad. I just want to show you guys how tall that is. See what I mean about it being dusty. Brent is just bedding freestall right now. Gotta come out here and pick up this plastic sometime. Burn those bales. We're going to put those out on the burn pile. They were no good and they've been sitting there for like a year, so we got to burn those. But yeah, those are the chips. Basically just like the chips that we bought last time, only green. So we are going to let those dry for a little bit before we put them in the freestall. Heifers are out here cleaning up the last of a bale. But this is the grass I'm talking about. Look at that. It's like 1.5 feet tall in that pad area. This Jersey right here is Frances. She's our next heifer to come in. She's bagging just a little bit. And then after her, I'm pretty sure is going to be the tall Normandy on the other side of the feeder right now. The one walking toward us is the youngest, Jojo. They're all looking really good. Jojo's the friendliest for sure. Sometimes Frances comes over, but she won't let me touch her. Hi, Joe. How's it going, girlfriend? Ow, don't bite me. Hi, Frances. You guys are so friendly. Yes, you're so friendly. Hi. Group of wild heifers right there. Bye, girls. Have a good day. So, we got everything done and we managed not to lose the bucket. I call that a good day. Sometimes that parking brake, you're gonna push it down a little bit more. Grass looks pretty good right there, actually. I cannot wait to get them outside. They're gonna be so excited. Where our goal is like the 27th, I think, is when we're thinking we're gonna let them out. So that'll be exciting. Forgot we had to pull that lawnmower out. Brent brought my truck down. This is what the back of a farmer's truck looks like. Hitch, boots, cap bottles, battery, and a chain. Where do you want it? How's that? More?
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, I guess that's all right. Can you get me a... looks like 3/4.
3/4? Wrench or ratchet?
Well,
Wrench?
yeah, that'll work. I think it's 3/4. I'm not really sure. Yep. Well, actually, it's
Smaller?
it's metric.
Oh, really? Here, I'll go get you a metric one.
It's smaller than that.
18.
Yep, that's the one.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Got that one.
Got it. That has 2 blades? 3 blades.
3 blades.
You got some wrap around that one.
Yeah. Looks like it's tied right in a knot, too.
What are you gonna do? Sharpen them?
It is dull, but it's not terrible.
What do you sharpen them with? Your grinder?
Yeah. There's one. Really not that.
Not that sharp.
No.
Went the wrong way. There we go. Try this. It's already reversed.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, that's the way to do it.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
So it is now 6 o'clock, 6:05 actually, and we only have a few more cows to milk, 2 I believe. But I wanted to show you the sky because where our storms usually come from has progressively gotten worse looking throughout the day. So I don't know if we're gonna get a thunderstorm. Probably not. I don't know why, but it seems like we used to get a lot more thunderstorms when I was a kid. Now they just like build up and then nothing happens. And it's kind of, I don't know, sad in a way because I like a good thunderstorm. The girls actually seem to enjoy their day inside. They laid down all day pretty much. Every time we came in to check on them, they were just laying down snoozing. We didn't do much, just worked on Brent's lawnmower. Got that ready to go, sharpened the blades on that. Or I don't know if they finished sharpening them, but Brent and his brother were gonna sharpen them, but I helped him take those off. Oh geez, I just saw lightning. Okay, so it is gonna thunderstorm tonight. That was kind of weird. Huh. exciting. I'm not surprised though. It was like, I think it got up to 80 today, which was really weird because the mornings have been in like the low 30s. This morning was actually pretty warm. It was like 50, but the last week of mornings have been like in the low to mid 30s. I think it actually just started raining, so I'm gonna get the girls outside and try to get home before this whole downpour starts. They said it could be quite serious if it actually did happen. Severe thunderstorms anyway. So we'll see what happens there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't, the cows are like excited to go outside, so they're being noisy. I know it wasn't super exciting, just there's thunder. I don't know if you guys heard that. Over the cows. Keep it real, keep farming, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.